Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mike 15.
Mike 5-4. That's what I do.
Four down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Mariota. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Check 3.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. This short throw caught by Goddard. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Mike 59. Bravo. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. This is Grant. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's chasing. He's checking. Crash.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting.
And this throw will be intercepted. picked off by Ronald Darby, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, it's Grant. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eli Harrell. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to air one out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Mariota on first down. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Mariota now to throw on first down. Going to throw deep, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
19. 25, check 25, check 25. Switch.
They'll run with Drake. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now this throw caught left side. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota, it's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
12.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Alert.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And watch delay.
Check 50.
Right there.
Right.
Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. This is Miller. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
380!
Mike 54!
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Play action. Now Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Grant. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Just like that. Check it back. Check it back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They will run with Grant. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 15.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. from the gun. Mariota. And he's going to go down again. Eli Harrell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Wilson on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
54, Mike, 54. Let him know.
Wilson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Aaron Donald. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
A gain of 15.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
Mike. Blue 18.
Check.
3.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Watch the screen. Orbit.
Third and long here for Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That's a heck of a way to convert on third and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. Third and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
59, Mike.
Mariota now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Andy Isabella, his fourth touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like that memory was a little too long there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change them? And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Sack, baby. Sack.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Took right.
Watch that.
Mike's 50.
Here's Wilson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Down to throw on third down. Knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. You ain't doing nothing today. Ain't doing nothing today.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Completes it to Hardman. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to fly you over.
A first down throw for Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be third and forever. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
At the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Check her off.
On 4th down, Wilson finding Hardman here over the middle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
1st down, Mariota. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check 4. 66.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 7.
Alert.
Eagles 45.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now it's Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Eagles, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.